Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Burning Truth.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Burning Truth. We're all live and on the airwaves. So, interesting week. So far this week, Roman Reigns has been defeated by meningitis.
What the hell?
Meningitis has brought us the best return in the world, and meningitis has ruled 3 other superstars out. Well, one superstar in the family.
And supposedly made a turn around and said to the WWE creative team, I'll show you how to do it better.
Yeah, so the Burning Truth superstar of the week is meningitis.
No. It's not Superstar of the Week. No, it's not the Burning Truth. That's Nathan Goff's personal view, not Matt Burns'. It's not. There's plenty to decide from. Let me have a think about it. Carry the two. Oh, wait. Yes, it is.
How does carrying the 2 help? You could have mentioned The Miz, you could have mentioned anyone, and you went with carrying the 2. So, for those of you that are unaware of Matt Burns' other social activity, he's actually an avid gamer. And this week, he reached a milestone. He's got over the 100k mark on Gamerscore.
I have no idea, which I didn't realise.
Which for him is like the equivalent of getting laid. Since the last time that happened, Tony Blair was in power. So
Straight in!
So anyone who wants to help Matt and release his inner labour urges, please apply to theburningtruth@outlook.com. All applications will be vetted.
and ointment may need to be provided.
And a winner will be selected from the applicants.
No male applicants.
That's him specifying. He ain't picking a winner.
Whoa! You don't get to decide.
I think I've got a talent agency that'll help me to pick. I think it's a bra agency.
That would be Big Rich Agency.
Yeah, so we'll vet all applicants.
I'm now scared for my life. Anyway.
And after Parliament will be called after a vote.
On seeking for weapons of mass destruction. Anyway, back onto wrestling news. Just need to clarify some certain things from last week's episode.
See, he hasn't even introduced me. So I'm going to interrupt him because I will
introduce
him.
No!
So
don't! Don't!
Because this isn't the only thing that he's fucked up. So last week he said that
I wasn't going to do like that.
What Culture Pro Wrestling has actually done its last taping as What Culture and gone on as
right
Defiant
Not
Pro
yet.
Wrestling.
Not yet. Right.
Matt Burns has fucked up my introduction, and he's also fucked up on the last What Culture taping is.
No.
Do I go for the trifecta this week, Matt Burns? What else can you fuck up this week in wrestling?
If you let me finish, I was going to introduce you. I was going to do a nice little preview for last week, the mistake I made, and then introduce you. How about introducing now for you? Seeing as you're so eager to be introduced. The man who wants to be introduced with 100% contention, wants the attention, is seeking it. He is the man, the myth, the man of 1,000 jabs.
The man of 1,000 jabs has borrowed the gimmick from a man of 1,000 entrances.
No kidding. He is Nathan Goff.
Some say that when me and the man of 1,000 entrances meet, there's a hurricane somewhere in the world. Because when 2 egos collide... That room isn't big enough for our heads.
I wonder how I survive.
You wonder how you survive. I wonder how you walk and breathe. But across from me is the bad boy of British wrestling, He is the funk soul of British wrestling. And he's just got a new logo for those of you who aren't aware. It is the Pimp Soul Funk Soul brother, Matt Chewy Burns.
Still get my name mixed up with the sneeze. I'll allow it this time.
Like, you have a choice. You can do one of two things. Like it.
Oh.
And love it.
I thought you were about to butcher somebody else's old saying, but instead you decided to mix it with two. I'm surprised you didn't even suppose to go into what cultures you know you love it.
No, because I don't really like what culture that much.
No kidding. Anyway, the mistake that was made last week was the fact that WCPW is loaded episode. I assumed was the last episode. Unfortunately, it isn't.
What happens when you assume, Matt Burns?
I make an ass out of me and you.
No, you make an ass out of just you.
Right. I'll own up to the mistake. Fine. I made a mistake. It was the penultimate show. It wasn't the last one. Right? This week is the last one. What Culture Pro Wrestling? Change it now and I'll fucking stab you.
I hope they do.
I will stab you!
He means it. Please fuck it up. Just please just do another episode. Just for me.
Right. Anyway, also, last week, we also had the news of Adam Blompier and everything with the countdown. Right. If you're going to have a countdown...
Was Rachel Riley there?
What?
Rachel Riley. You can't have a countdown without Rachel Riley.
No, they didn't have one. I know. It upsets you. Right? Let me just get this straight. If you're going to have a countdown number, you wait until you get to 0. Till the time. When you do it, when you reveal 1, you wait 1 more week and then do it. Did you do it? No. You waited for the 1. You then wait for it to finish the episode. I then say, next week they'll probably make an announcement. Nope, they did it that night. On the Saturday. You mother... You jumped the gun.
I did it just to fuck with you.
Pretty much.
Can't say I blame him. It's my favourite pastime.
I gathered. Right? The video that they got saying join us, getting hits everywhere, and they're getting... they're hitting multiple subscribers. It's completely off the... they already hit the 1,000. They already hit the 100,000 and everything, and it's increasing dramatically. It's unbelievable how quick they have done, but it's expected because the way they have got their own fan base, which is great. Now the video itself is them getting rid of what made them supposedly famous on What Culture. Kenny McIntosh destroying the hard drive with One Pierce face on it, for my dad. Jack the Jobber destroying his hat. King Ross destroying his crown and cape. I'm trying to think. The other one, what's his name? Adam Pacitti got rid of Cardboard Pacitti by putting a slab on him and turning him into the river. And Blompier's the weirdest one out of the lot. Stripped naked in front of a bonfire with his clothes on. Thanks for that. Thanks. The other lad didn't join Blompier. He puts a shirt on and stands there in front of us, going, join us. And then puts another date up. You motherfucker.
What do you think the big reveal's going to be?
What the actual content's going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. November 1st. Problem is, in this whole big hype up, if anybody's been following it on Twitter, everyone's going, well then, get on with it! Why have us wait for the countdown to then make us wait for another date? If you're going to do the countdown business, do the big reveal then!
Maybe they're still trying to figure out what they want to do.
They're building anticipation, but fucking hell!
Maybe they're not building anticipation. Maybe they're like, what do we want to do? What way do we want to take this? We haven't got a clue yet. We'll stall for more time.
You shoot your hat. You smash your keyboard. You put your cardboard version in the sea. You bury your cape in hat, and I'll just strip naked in front of a bonfire. That's not confusing.
It sounds like the worst gathering of the village people.
I'm not saying anything to that. But anyway.
All them macho men.
No comment to that. Anyway, moving on, shall we? Shall we move on? Anything you want to cover?
So, while we're in the British subject,
Yeah.
let's go to RCW.
Yes.
So, they've announced their female match.
Yes.
So last week, I wasn't able to post it to the page due to technical reasons, which we won't go into.
There's no point in boring with technical reasons and everything. We were having some certain difficulty with it.
But if you manage to follow the link and go have a look at it, you'll see Viper's big return. Now,
Yes.
they did some other, because they're on tour at the moment, they've done some other recorded bits that they've shown around on YouTube. Obviously, they don't reveal the whole event. But in that, you have the triple threat announced for Fear and Loathing.
Yes.
So you've got Casey versus Kaylee Ray versus Viper in a steel cage.
Interesting.
I feel sorry for the cage.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
someone's going to die because Viper's going to try to cannonball off the top of that thing.
Oh, good lord.
She struggled to cannonball off the apron
No.
and off the stage.
You mean off the stage? It's a little bit different because the person who's meant to be catching her was a bit too far forward. If he
Have you seen the latest attempt at a cannonball?
Yes. What, off the stage?
No. Off an apron.
No. Oh god.
I love Viper. She's something different in British wrestling. She's there. She's got a personality. She's a favourite of the crowd at the moment, and she can move. Just get rid of the cannonball.
Just dive. Just dive.
Just anything else? Running crossbody. Just don't cannonball. She got half over. They caught her, flipped around, and then fell.
Okay. No comment to that. I think that's going to be viewing for after this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I gathered that.
But apart from that, I'm happy with how the build's going. Kaylee Ray will probably lose the title there to Viper at the triple threat cage. I haven't got a problem with that.
Yeah, I've got no problem with that either. No problem at all.
But the build-up's going well, and it's showcasing.
If I'm honest with you, I'd be happy with any one of them winning.
Yeah, because all three of them are good and
Very talented.
Yeah, and it's just where do they go afterwards? Who comes in to challenge, or do you use one of the existing people that are already there?
Yeah.
So, moving on to other things.
Whoa! No,
I'm on about ICW. I haven't done with ICW yet.
We're not done with RCW yet.
No, I haven't done with ICW yet. Coming up, I think it's in Barnsley or it's somewhere in Yorkshire. They have got a triple threat intergender tag team match or a four-way intergender tag team match. It's confusing. You will survive. It's a four-way because there's four people in that death match. So you have got Stoke-on-Trent's Mikey
Whiplash.
with his partner.
Yeah.
Then you have got Kaylee Ray teaming up with Stevie Boy.
Stevie Boy. Part of the Filthy Generation.
You've got Chris Renfrew, who is teaming up with Casey.
Right.
And then I think the fourth person is Jimmy Havoc with Viper.
Okay. Who's going to die? That's just going to be a preview, isn't it?
Mm.
That's just going to be a vicious preview.
Have you seen Joe? Have you seen Joe Coffey's build up for his
Match against
unification match.
And the fact that he wants to change the name of the belt from the
Zero
G to Zero Fucks Championship. Yep.
So that's nice. And then I know you want to go on to the Scottish Late Show. So
Well, actually, not yet. Not yet. Somebody made a special appearance. Bram. Doing a vicious attack on Jody Fleisch.
Yeah.
Have you actually seen that?
I didn't want to comment because they've been doing so well and building up. This was a clusterfuck.
It's hard to do it the way.
So, what they've done, and I totally understand what they've done, they're trying to build up for a match at Fear and Loathing for Bram.
Yes.
Now, when you're pre-recording something, you have the time to figure out the logistics of how it's going to work and to how to get everything
recorded.
Yes. Now, when you're chucking someone off a balcony, and I use the phrase off a balcony with
inverted brackets,
with the inverted brackets Austin Powers mojo thing, make a noise so he hit like he's hitting the floor. There was no noise that he hit the floor.
Oh dear.
That was the first mistake.
Mistake number 1.
The second mistake shows him being thrown off. So, yes, you game over. Yes, you show him hanging, but you don't show the blow that knocks him supposedly off. Now, the cameraman is supposedly brushed out the way for an entire minute.
Which then he could have climbed down and got himself into position.
Yes.
Which then makes no bang.
And the interviewer
needs
to learn how to sell a supposed fall. They could have had anyone be the interviewer that could have sold that fall better. I normally she's really good, but
looks down, looks up. Oh my god!
Yeah, she looks up. Is my cleavage on show? Yes.
Yes.
Right then, let's begin.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so it could have been done better.
Yeah.
I can see what they were going for, but if you've got a chance to film something more than once, do it fucking right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Shall we get to the other part that you wanted me to mention?
Yeah, well, you brought it up.
Right. Would you like to reel us into it?
No, this is your baby. You reel this out. So, supposedly Lionheart gets to go on the Scottish version of the Late Show. So, for those of you that watch ITV, they have the Late Show on ITV now again, where the same person hosts a show for that week. I don't know if the Scottish version works like that. I don't really follow Scottish television that much because I don't really watch television that much due to work commitments.
Yes.
But with Fear and Loathing coming up, they managed to wrangle on a slot where it was supposed to be Lionheart and Kenny Williams.
Yes.
For whatever reason it was, Kenny Williams did not make it to the show.
Possibly due to either work commitments or something else.
Well, it wouldn't be to work commitments because Dallas was there.
Okay.
So...
it might have been some other reason now.
Yeah. So, Lionheart goes on the show to publicise the build-up for Fear and Loathing, and this is where Matt Burns will take over.
Right. Now, in the news today, does anybody know who Lionheart is? Anybody who watched the STV's The Late Show will recognise him as the bloke who supposedly threw a drink at the Scottish Lotto winner Jane Park. Now, in case anybody wants to know who Jane Park is, she is the youngest Lotto winner.
And a total ingrate.
Ugh. I could do a mini rant just on her alone, probably 20 minutes long, if I wanted to. Just on her alone, over the fact of how inconsiderate she is, the fact that she's supposedly unhappy with being a millionaire from going on the lottery and winning from just £1, and advising other people to not win by the lottery. it makes you unhappy, supposedly.
Well, she's unhappy. She could give the money to good causes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you're unhappy, why don't you give it to charity? That'd make you happy.
She can't be that unhappy.
Can't be, especially when she's had a boob job, ass job, and also multiple cars and God knows what else. But anyway, on this late show, you know, Lionheart was having a bit of a discussion with the main host, who'd been ripping on wrestling, and as he leaned forward to clearly state his arguments, this Jane Park did something very foolish. She placed a hand on Lionheart, shoved him, and stated, "Show some respect." Now, straight away, what has she just done straight away?
She's shown him total disrespect.
Total disrespect, none whatsoever. So by supposedly her saying, "Show him some respect," at the same time she's showing him no respect whatsoever. Immediately after this, his attention went from the host straight to Jane Park. Oh dear. Now, in the dramatic moments, Lionheart decides to throw water at her. Didn't throw the glass. Picked up the glass and threw the water at her and put it back down. As soon as that happened, everybody jumps in, pulls him back, and it gets dispersed. Supposedly she was in shock over it because she thought it was all being faked and performed and whatnot and wasn't genuine. At what point you shoving somebody is fake?
Yeah. Well, at what point is you putting your hands on a professional wrestler fake? Is the hand touching his chest? Were you expecting to go through him? Did you think he wasn't real, sweetheart?
Is he not there?
Yeah, he's just a figment of my imagination.
Right. Well, luckily enough, Mark Dallas was on hand, who immediately jumps on. But the funny thing about it is when she said to the wrestler, "Show some respect," he shouts back at her, "Don't fucking touch me then." He's got a point.
Yeah, he does have a point.
But she wanted to continue on. He just threw the water at her, you know, because she replied, "Who are you talking to?" I'm sorry, love, but he's talking to a girl who has made her fame by becoming a millionaire from being a lottery winner.
Well, you can't even call her famous.
She's not even famous. She's basically she's supposed to become famous by winning off the lottery, and then going on TV saying she's unhappy because she gets to spend all that money. Really?
She got famous by being able to pick 7 numbers. Fucking hell, Duck. I can predict one thing that'll definitely happen.
Now,
It'll be 3 o'clock 2 times every day.
Now, in regards to this, what probably set in Jane Park's defence a little bit, what probably didn't help was the heated argument that Lionheart was having with Ewan Decameron in regards to his attitude towards wrestling and whatnot. That's the only thing. I think if that happened and it wasn't someone insulting his profession, it might not have escalated as quick. What's probably that's in her in a
what
little bit.
hasn't helped ICW is they've sent someone that is a little bit touchy about wrestling. Now, if Grado was still there, Grado probably would have done this appearance.
Yeah, and probably laughed it off.
Yeah, because Grado is more well known across the Scottish land. He's got from wrestling. He's got onto Scot Squad, which is a BBC Scotland parody on the police force.
Yeah. Well, moving on. I've actually found out that Kenny Williams did actually turn up on the show. He was on early on in the night. This was much later on. Now, there's been tweets already from this. Jane Park stating just finished the late show on STV2 and still in shock, didn't expect to get into a fight. Unreal, man. The good thing about it is, for ITW's defence, Kenny Williams.
Yeah.
The issues that arose today at STV was with Ewan Decameron's attitude towards wrestling. I can only apologise to Jane Park on behalf of ITW. So straight away, they've already got somebody already trying to work on, try and calm things down. I think it's just probably something that's just got out of...
Do you know what annoys me
What?
in today's society? How political correctness has gone completely out there.
Yeah.
So, for something that is seen as a joke in this country, even though it's rising in popularity,
Yeah.
it's reaching new heights that haven't been seen in this country for 20, maybe 30 years. And because of political correctness, thinking, it's just like grown-ups playing in spandex. And how people can have the feelings hurt. She's won the lottery. It isn't like she's worked all her life to become a millionaire. She's insulting someone that's putting his own body on the line for the entertainment of people like her.
However, Lionheart. I have to give his honest opinion. He actually sent a tweet out in regards to it. And he actually praised Jane. Well done to Jane for standing up to me. I feel a bit wimpy now.
If I was like, I wouldn't be apologising.
No,
Stood up
he isn't
for what
apologising, if you notice. He's saying he feels a bit wimpy now. But it's more like, I think he's trying to get it across as sarcastic. But depending on how you read it.
He's been told to toe a company line, which is wrong. He was standing up for what he believes in. Why should he have to toe the line? Because the perception of, he's possibly assaulted a woman that's too self-entitled to realise that him and the female wrestlers are making a living by doing something that she doesn't agree with. She's made a living by getting lucky by guessing what numbers are going to come out on that night.
On the Euro Millions. Yeah.
And yet, she's going to be portrayed as a victim.
The good thing about it is, so far, there hasn't been any backlash in regards to this.
Well, there won't be any backlash.
If anything...
Who watches Scottish television apart from the Scots?
If anything, it's actually caused more people go on Lionheart's side, especially when she went on to Good Morning Britain. This is the Good Morning Britain. It's one of the BBC, one of the thingy shows, morning shows she went on, and she supposedly did not get many fans from that show.
But the Scots don't watch the British version of the Tonight Show, and what's
No, I agree
the
with what
English
you're saying.
version of the Tonight Show. I can't say the British version because Northern Ireland probably has its own version of it, which is really backwards. For those of you that are listening in the States, people go, well, what's STV? Well, it's like ITV, but only in Scotland. So, think of your regional channels, and we have regional channels here. That's probably the best way I can describe it.
Yeah. Me personally, I just think it's a situation that just got out of hand. It's just exasperated. Cooler heads should have prevailed. In this case, it didn't. But hopefully, fingers crossed, their situation will move on and nothing will get harmed or anything bad from it. Which supposedly there isn't anything bad from it. Anyway, that's that news out. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
So let's move across to the WWE.
Straight over to the American side. America.
So, if you're Daniel Bryan, how pissed off are you this weekend?
Straight there. Now, folks, in case you're wondering, yes, there was two messages on social media from us. However, you'll probably notice the first one was just breaking the news, and the second one is about us talking about the subject.
And advancing on the first subject, because AJ Styles will be there tomorrow night.
Yes, he will be.
Which is a subject for after this one.
Straight
So,
away.
If you're Daniel Bryan, who has been banging the drum about the last 18 months about how we can compete, how he's ready to compete. All he wants to do is to get back and wrestle.
I want to get back to wrestling. I'm ready. My doctor says I'm ready. My doctor says I'm ready. Your doctors don't want me in.
Yes. So, if you've lived under a rock, Daniel Bryan is not cleared to wrestle because WWE doctors think he's one bad injury away from
complete permanent injury, damage to himself, and potential. It could potentially be lethal.
So it's WWE being a bit cautious now. On the other hand, you have Kurt Angle, who has broke his neck more times than people can remember. He broke his neck 3 or 4 times in like the space of 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
In WWE.
Not good.
But he's wrestled on the Independents since. He's wrestled in TNA.
Yeah.
And he's wrestled quite a few times this year already.
All over the world.
Yeah, all over the world. So Kurt Angle has had more match preparation than Daniel Bryan.
So that'll go in his favour.
And he's been begging for one more match, saying that he's fit enough. Now, the Roman Reigns unfortunate injury, as much as we joked about earlier, it is unfortunate.
Very.
Meningitis, not a nice disease.
It's not. In seriousness, it's something we hope he recovers from, and everything, and in that his family isn't affected and whatnot. But we honestly do hope you do actually come from this fine as soon as possible.
Yeah. It's viral meningitis supposedly, which is why he isn't able to be there.
Yeah.
But this means that Kurt Angle has got to go in place of Roman Reigns. Now, for him, he's overjoyed because after 11 years away from the WWE ring,
11 plus,
he is now able to make his in-ring return.
And it's only just taking meningitis to do the job.
Now, Daniel Bryan must be going. He's been away for 11 years. In that time, I've debuted, been fired, re-debuted, won titles, beat Triple H at WrestleMania 30, retired, wanted to come back, and been told no, and Kurt Angle comes back, gets told no, and then goes, you know what?
Go on then.
You go have a main event.
You go have the main event at TLC.
Yeah, which has been built up beautifully, by the way. Like, the build-up to the main event has been done really well.
Yeah.
I can't fault the build-up for the main event.
No,
it's just a shame that Roman isn't able to be there, because it would have been nice after 5 years or 4 years without the Shield?
Yeah, for them to officially return fully to pay-per-view at TLC, because they actually debuted at TLC.
Does this mean that they're going to go back to their old entrances and their old gear? Because technically it isn't the Shield at TLC anymore. It's the Tag Team Champions and Kurt Angle.
Or do you see Kurt Angle making Roman Reigns gear go, cheers?
No. What I do see is an Angle slam off the top of a ladder.
Oh. Is it a TLC match?
Yeah.
What?
It's a 5-on-3 TLC match. So it's The Miz, The Bar, Kane, and Braun Strowman versus Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose, and Seth frickin' Rollins.
Kurt, don't break your frickin' neck again.
If Vince has got any sense, he'll pull Braun to one side and go, stay away from the gold medalist.
Stay away from the gold medalist. Leave him be.
Yeah. We like our Olympians in one piece.
Okay, boss.
But how does this lead up to Kurt Angle's future? So, is this a one-time deal from Vince of, you get to wrestle one match, but we all know what one match leads to. It's like a snowball effect. Can Kurt wrestle one match and still be the GM? Or will he want more matches, and once Vince has seen he's able to go,
do they flip the switch?
Bring Stephanie back as GM and let Kurt go on a semi-run. Could you imagine Royal Rumble, Kurt versus Brock Lesnar?
Oh God.
Kurt Angle brings out good matches out of Brock Lesnar.
Oh, he does. Oh no, that wasn't it. Oh God, as in like, oh God, that's going to be bad. That's going to be, oh God, my wallet's going to be empty.
Yeah, and if you have Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, you could have Kurt put someone over like a Finn Balor at WrestleMania.
Kurt has always done what's right for the business.
Yeah.
Especially for WWE. It's his home.
And in all fairness, I'm happy that he's getting a chance to return to the house that made him.
Yeah.
Vince may have made him, but he became better once he understood what his roles were. And when he went away so he could carry on doing what he loved, he still put on quality matches. In 2005, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe had the triple threat match of a lifetime.
Yeah.
It was 2005, wasn't it?
I think so.
Where you had that triple threat match, which was absolutely amazing. Got voted match of the year.
Hang on. Whoa. Hang on. I'm just needing to pinch myself right now. Did you just speak about TNA in a positive light?
It was TNA back then, it wasn't Impact Wrestling.
But still counts.
It had proper booking.
It still counts. I'm still pinching.
TNA Circle like 2008, before then, was decent in the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You had up and coming talent that were building themselves. Probably one of the best tag divisions in the country.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best cruiserweight divisions in the country. Fuck it, one of the best women's divisions in the country by a mile at that time.
Yep. And do you know who was writing that stuff for the women's side? Dutch Mantel. Does that name ring a bell?
Yeah, Zeb Coulter.
Yeah.
But no, like at that time, 2005 to 2007, if TNA had the right network, they could have made so much money because they had such a good roster.
Yeah.
And now you see it because half of that roster is now in NXT or on the main roster.
Yeah.
But no, Kurt Angle, hopefully he'll do himself justice. I see him pulling out all the stops because it could be the last time he gets to go in a WWE ring.
Definitely. And Kurt's always been a good performer for entertainment.
Yeah.
Always.
And he is match ready. I don't have a worry about him being match ready.
I just don't want him injured.
Yeah. But we all know that Kurt Angle doesn't do anything by half measures, so he's going to put it all out there.
He'll put it all out there and do everything to entertain us.
Do you think we'll see a curb stomp tomorrow?
No.
I do.
You do? Why?
I think Seth Rollins will curb stomp Braun Strowman.
I don't think he will because the move's banned.
I don't think he'll hit it. I think Braun Strowman will catch it with a press up and just go, fuck off!
You mean a bit like what Randy Orton did at WrestleMania? You mean a bit like what Randy Orton did at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Goes to step on him, whoop, flipped up, and instead of the RKO, he just catches him,
yeah,
and just beats him down. Possible. That's possible. I can also see him going for his knee finisher, which is also known as the V-trigger. V-trigger, or I'm just trying to think of different names. Slaying the King.
Yeah,
King
which
Slayer.
is very similar to the Kinshasa.
Yeah, but I think he's going with the V-trigger, which is the actual proper name, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's gonna go for that. Hit Strowman with it. Strowman just catch him in there. As I did.
But no, it'll be good. What else have we got? So we've got the Andy Darlings matchup of the year.
Let's go back. Kane being back. That's interesting. However, his main storyline for being there is off hill.
Yeah, because Roman isn't there.
Yeah.
Interesting note. Do you know how many people on the roster knew about Kane being back?
Not many.
Do you know how Kane got to the show?
Go on.
It wasn't by the same airport everyone else got to the show by.
Go on.
They made him stop at an airport before and drive over.
Oh.
And then they snook him in and snook him under the ring.
Snook him?
Yeah, snooky. They brought him in with Snooki. No, they brought him in, kept him away from everyone, and then shoved him under the ring.
Sit on there.
Yeah, stand there until you're due to come out. But they went to great lengths to keep that.
Quiet.
Yeah, which is brilliant. In today's day and age, you can still keep something a surprise.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. And in all fairness, there's been a couple more surprises, because I didn't expect to see AJ Styles on a Raw pay-per-view.
I didn't either, but we'll get onto that into the next few seconds. However, one interesting fact about Kane at the moment is he's actually still currently going for mayor.
Yeah, so this is like a flying visit.
It's like a quick flying visit. However, you could possibly use this towards his campaign. Vote for me, I'll choke slam you.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting. But it is just a quick, probably drop-in visit, and we'll probably see him again. Actually, it's possible we could see him for every Monday Night Raw, because I think what this is building up to is a big 10-man tag elimination match at Survivor Series.
Potentially, which could involve somebody like Undertaker coming back. Because supposedly there's been talk of Taker coming back, and instead of ending his career at WrestleMania, ending it possibly at Survivor Series.
We'll talk about The Undertaker next week. I don't want to do it this week, because it deserves its own little subject.
It does own it, but that's the rumour as it is. And that's what we're just going to leave it as. As a rumour until we get more information.
Just on that point, I think there's more chance of you seeing John Cena at Survivor Series than there is at The Undertaker.
And there's no chance of seeing John Cena at Survivor Series.
There is.
There isn't.
Yes, there is.
He's been taken off because of his movies, but he could still turn up.
John Cena will be at Survivor Series.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's all built up. Roman Reigns will reach out to John Cena, just like John Cena reached out to The Rock for Survivor Series. Roman Reigns will reach out to John Cena.
They've ended their blood feud now.
Have they?
Yes.
Why not? So when WrestleMania this year,
Yeah.
because supposedly Roman Reigns has got to go on to face
Brock Lesnar.
But why not next year?
That would be interesting. But I also think that the first time they did it was a bit premature. I think they need to do a second one on a non-WrestleMania pay-per-view, and the final one be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, you got SummerSlam next year. Why can't they not fight at SummerSlam?
Fit it there.
And then keep them away, but still keep teasing tension for the rubber at WrestleMania?
Yeah. It'll set the tone.
Yeah. Lost my train of thought now. It happens quite a bit. Yeah, so, AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Finn Balor. The Indies wet dream.
Dream match. It's an indie darling dream match, as someone would say.
So, I'll let you masturbate over this one and explain to everyone.
What?
I'll let you masturbate and...
Why is this? Why? Because you don't want to talk about it? Does it bore you?
You're calling it a dream match. It's only a dream match if you watch...
If you know the history.
Yeah. Or otherwise, it's just a normal match to everyone else. Like...
It's a phenomenal match.
Yeah, it's an absolutely brilliant match. It's a WrestleMania match. But people going, it's a dream match, thank you, meningitis. The only reason, which we haven't covered, Bray Wyatt hasn't got meningitis.
No.
Bo Dallas has got meningitis.
Yes, and because it's a viral version of it.
So, Bo Dallas is the brother to Bray Wyatt.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, we're breaking down that wall. So,
by fourth.
Yeah, so they're brothers, and to be on the safe side, they're keeping them away. Now, people might go, well, what about JoJo?
JoJo's not there.
Where's JoJo been from ring announcing? JoJo is currently dating Bray Wyatt, supposedly, which is why she's been kept off TV. Just on the safe side, it's the reason why Bray's away. Bray hasn't got anything that we know of. He's just been kept off as a precaution. Yeah. Now, some people have gone, well, it's JoJo will. Now, instead of JoJo coming on social media and answering, she got a mum. So, basically, the school equivalent of JoJo can't come to work today. She's got athlete's foot.
Oh god, I thought you were going to say something worse. I honestly thought you were going to say something worse.
Yeah, she had a nosebleed today, so Jojo can't come to school. Jojo can't do PE today. But on that bright note, at least she's not ill.
At least.
It's just a precaution. She gets a couple of days off to spend at home with Bray and Sister Abigail.
Spend time with the family.
Yeah. Can I just quickly... And this is brilliant. And I didn't realise this until I was having a chat with one of my mates at work.
Go on.
So, Bray Wyatt and Sister Abigail. Now this is how quickly WWE forgets things. Let's go back to February of this year.
Hi, Randy.
Yes! Hi, Randy! The arsonist!
As soon as you said it, I was like... Oh, fuck.
Now, what did Randy Orton do?
Burn something down.
Yeah. And what was supposedly gone with what he burnt down?
The supposed ashes of Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
How do you explain this?
Is this because we're nearly at Halloween and like she's going to commit some sort of exorcism?
Oh, I know what it is. She's a deity of some sort. She's a poltergeist and she's possessing bodies.
That's Matt Hardy, like, gone and seen, like, the 7 deities and gone... Delete!
Delete! Delete!
Never happened!
Never happened!
I just think it's brilliant. I will become Sister Abigail. Sister Abigail got burned 8 months ago, bro. Delete! Delete!
It's happened! She survived somehow. Would you care to explain? No!
Not happening! Brilliant. I love when WWE forget things.
When that happened and I saw it, I was like, oh my god. Are they doing another cross-dresser angle?
The thing is that I don't understand. You could have anybody come in and portray Sister Abigail.
Wait. Didn't they just recently have multiple women around?
Yeah, casting sessions for Sister Abigail.
But didn't they also have the a certain tournament recently?
Yeah, the women's tournament.
Yeah, the Mae Young. Yeah. Which they could have gone through that lot, done some castings. No, instead we're just going to put a darkly veil over somebody.
It's a tea cloth. It's not a veil. It's a fucking tea cloth. It's a see-through tea cloth with some fucking black paint on it. Like, Vince must have watched The Watchmen beforehand and looked at what's his name off The Watchmen.
Rorschach.
Yeah, and gone, you know what? That right there is Sister Abigail.
Problem
Someone
is...
grab me a tea towel, draw some black dots on it, and I found myself Sister Abigail. Thank you, DC.
Wow, I will say I'm quite impressed you actually noticed that it was DC. Good on you.
Thank you, DC. Someone get me a tea towel. It isn't, you find me 5 male cheerleaders.
Oh my god.
It is. You can just imagine him backstage.
Somebody get me a tea cloth!
Bruce, get me a tea cloth.
And some ink.
You want to play, boy? Now stand back, hold my beer, while I find the best way to fuck Sister Abigail. Tea towel and ink. Fucking brilliant.
And a dress.
Yeah, fucking brilliant. And one of them things that they used to use for Kane, a voice modificator, like,
Hello. Oh god.
while we're on that, Raw. While we're on the thing, so, they could have done anything in the world, and yet they had Finn Balor come out and do a live transformation, where he was in the ring, And then the Demon. In the ring, the Demon. That would have been better backstage.
Much better backstage because the only way they could have visualised that is by having people look at the screen.
Yeah.
What did they do before that segment? Have a big sign saying, "Please look at me!"
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, the best thing in the world would have been...
So if you were there live, you would have seen Finn Balor just talking on the mic. And no Demon. If you stared at Finn Balor and not seeing the Demon on the screen.
Well, the best thing in the world would have been have that backstage and it mix around.
Yes. Not in the ring.
So WWE missed a beat there because normally they're pretty good with their video packaging
Yes.
and on there, but
Well,
no.
That's out the way. Raw's out the way. Thank God.
Do you want to move to SmackDown?
Oh, good Lord. We're going to have to cover it, aren't we?
In all fairness,
Quickly. Very quickly.
best heel in the business at the moment, Kevin Owens.
My God. What about Sami Zayn?
I'm liking the direction.
Did you actually see what he said to Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
I did want to be like you, but I don't anymore because...
Did you see the exchange on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
I can wrestle Sami Zayn in September.
Oh! I can wrestle! Yeah, in September. Without a contract.
I'm not here.
Oh. But at the same time, he's putting that little extra salt in the wounds on him, which must sting a little bit. Kevin Owens is really coming up brilliant, and Sami Zayn is as well. And did you actually see the post he actually did recently? Your face after you just pinned a 13-time world champion clean in the ring. We all know it wasn't clean. He's like, hey!
But no, it's really good. And some of the best work ever. However...
One thing I will state on it, Sami Zayn, you need to change your music.
Does he?
Too upbeat.
Is it?
Let's go!
But... is he using it as a fuck you to the fans? This is what you want. This is what you're getting. You know, it's a bit like classic 80s British television. You know, Bullseye. Here's what you could have won. Here's what you've actually won.
Here's what you could have won, but you got this. Yeah.
You could have won the speedboat. You live in Tamworth. But it don't matter. So what you actually won is fucking Soda Stream that takes about £5 of electricity to run.
God. Continue.
You're right over there. We've lost Matt Burns temporarily.
You want to speak about your lower attachment?
Enjoy taking that fucker out on the River Severn. So, are you alright, mate?
I need breathe.
You need breathe. Right, well, I'll carry on.
Carry on, please.
So, SmackDown, yeah. So that was that. You've also got Mario Haraja challenging the Beast Incarnate to a squash match at Survivor Series. Yeah. You enjoy that 5 minutes of getting your ass kicked.
I'm challenging Brock Lesnar.
So, no, you enjoy that, and it looks like AJ Styles is the new number one contender. Sin Cara's got a program going with Baron Corbin, and Natalia's still trying to injure Charlotte.
Yeah, and we also got a nice little supposed preview of the Bludgeon Brothers, which we already know who it's Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Just send them to Raw and reform the Wyatt family.
We know who you are!
Yeah.
I've actually seen it. But still keeping the damn mask. If you're going to be changing your gimmick, get rid of everything that's from the past.
No, it'll be alright. Right, so, that's it for this week.
Whoa. We've got to cover it. GFW.
No one's got time for that.
We've got time for it.
No, we haven't.
We need to make time for it.
No, we haven't.
We've got to be fair.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. No.
It's happening. We've got to be fair.
No.
I don't care how much you want to go. You can be upset all you want. It's still happening.
Go on.
Right, cut a long story short, as you pointed out, someone's left. Correct?
Supposedly.
Would you care to name that person?
Taryn Terrell.
Yes. So, easy come, easy go. Now, straight away, on the show that's coming up for GFW, Bound for Glory, we've got some matches and some matches with some MMA stars. What's your current thoughts on the current angle with wrestlers in MMA that they've been doing?
I'm very thinking about crossing over. Like, if you have mainstream appeal, I am fine with you making the crossover. But if you're just there for a quick, easy paycheck because you can do more wrestling matches and you can miss martial arts, and you're not really there because you enjoy the thing, just don't do it.
Yeah. The biggest problem I have with it is it's how they've done it. America's Top Team. Now, I understand MMA is a massive sport. The way Impact have done it, they've made them into the villains, and they've let the angle just doesn't fit. Why would an MMA guy or MMA company?
Who've they bought him? Just so everyone knows.
At the moment, they've had the whole of America's top. I'm just trying to think. Top Team.
Right.
Coming in, so they've been getting involved with certain angles and whatnot, and with Moose beating up Moose because he beat Lashley, he'd been eliminating him and everything, and Lashley wants to go.
So
off.
is it like people off the Bellator then?
Sort of, yeah. Right. The biggest problem I have with this is the angle started because Lashley was being bitchy because Moose eliminated him from. Where's the loyalty? Oh, screw this! I'm out MMA. If this was real life, it'd be like, right, Lashley, fuck off, gone. They spun it into a massive angle and then had the whole boys from America's Top Team come in and decimate most of the locker room. Well done. You've just basically ruined the company by doing that.
Yeah, it's TNA. TNA is practically
Get back
on its way down at the moment.
To get back, Moose invaded the dojo, got beat up and thrown out, and then went back with a fellow MMA friend, Stephen Bonner. Does that name ring a bell to you? Stephen Bonner, it was the runner-up for Ultimate Fighter for the UFC.
Okay.
I will say, he's known as the American Nightmare. I actually have a bit of history of him. I actually know quite a bit about him. He was a brilliant MMA fighter. I will say, I was quite surprised to see him involved. Right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't think he'd be involved with his status and everything and whatnot, because he's left the UFC and everything, supposedly over some drug angle and everything. Now, he's doing his own thing with Bellator potentially and everything, and doing quite well. Now,
wouldn't it have been worth for Moose bringing in Matt Riddle?
Would have been, but who knows? Who knows?
Or is that just me thinking too logical?
No, that's proper logical. That's correct. However, Lashley, do you know who's got in his side?
Go on.
King Mo.
Well, King Mo's got a bit of history with
TNA and everything. So, at Bound for Glory, we've got Moose and Stephen Bonner versus Lashley and King Mo in 6 sides of steel. probably to make him feel a bit more like the Octagon,
Yeah.
potentially. So that'll be interesting to see. The whole show seems great. You know,
Does it? My biggest problem with
seems. That's the word.
my biggest problem with the Impact show is that Ring of Honor have got a better show than it at the moment.
That's what I was just about to say. Seems to have a good show. I never said the
When
best.
your main event is
Eli Drake with Chris Adonis in his corner against Johnny Impact for the Impact Global Championship.
I have no problem with Johnny Mundo main eventing a pay-per-view. My problem is with someone who not even mid-carded, undercarded shows last year.
Yeah.
For the same reason people can't take Jinder Mahal seriously as the reason why I cannot take that seriously. Where Ring of Honor are putting out shows where Cody Rhodes, who Impact Wrestling could have had,
No, correction, did have.
yeah, but could still have, and he is selling out arenas at the moment.
Yeah. Even spitting hot fire at Roman Reigns.
Yeah, now, probably not the best thing to do, because you're selling out 3,000-4,000 seater arenas.
Yeah.
Fair enough, you're still selling them out. When your competition goes to 20,000 seater stadiums...
The problem is he's spitting fire back at Roman.
Yeah.
Not him targeting first. Supposedly Roman said he needs to walk the walk instead of the talk.
Yeah, but no, it's good. Ring of Honor doing some brilliant stuff at the moment. They've got the Young Bucks. They've got a brilliant deal in place with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
And it's working great. The biggest problem I have with the main event, with Eli Drake versus Johnny Impact, is, guess what? Where have we seen this match before? Oh, wait. On fucking Impact!
Do you know what would have been a better main event?
What?
Chris Adonis versus Johnny Mundo.
Yeah. Potentially. Or triple threated.
But
No.
Just finally, while we're mentioning MMA, who has supposedly agreed to fight a second fight?
Anybody?
CM Punk.
No. Let's get this right. Phil Brooks.
Has supposedly agreed to fight a second fight. Now, most people thought it was going to go under the Bellator banner.
It's not.
No, it's going under the UFC banner.
Supposedly.
But he's in fight training at the moment.
Yes.
He best be in fight training for the next 2 years.
Yeah. Because the way he fought against Mickey Gall was abysmal.
In all fairness, and I don't mean this disrespectful to Phil Brooks, he should take up Jason David Frank's offer.
Yeah, and it lasted longer than what most would have expected.
No.
I know a few people actually expected him to be out before he got eliminated. They did, but he took a beating. Now, if he wants to be smart, take him up on the offer. It's a money match.
Take Jason David Frank up on his offer.
Yeah.
Because, in all fairness, probably be a bit of a fairer match. Even though Jason David Frank is no mug in the UFC.
Definitely not. He's not in the UFC.
No, but like Ultimate Fighting Champion.
Oh, in MMA.
Yeah, MMA. He's no mug in MMA.
No,
but,
he's undefeated.
Yeah, but he's a little bit older than CM Punk is. But
who knows?
Yeah.
It'll still probably be a good payout. Still be a great show. More of a fair match.
I wouldn't say it'd be a fair match, but it's where the money is. It's background.
I'm just saying it'd be more of a fair match than basically what they did with Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall, who's an upcoming, he's been training for multiple years and everything, is a black belt in. You can definitely tell the difference between CM Punk, who's a white belt. As soon as you come in against Mickey Gall, you saw the rookie mistakes he was making. Now I can't judge on this myself. Because I can judge a little bit because I do actually have a bit of mixed martial arts background myself. Yes, I know that might surprise somebody because I do actually have Butcher Camper Jiu-Jitsu under my belt, which I've got a brown belt in.
He's actually got a black belt for buffet eating.
Of course I have. Damn right. Anyway, the point being is there is certain techniques that you have to learn before you even get in the ring. If I'm honest with you, personally, before anybody can even reach the octagon, you should be at least either a purple belt, brown belt, or even a black belt. Would you agree?
It's all up for debate, but no, I'm quite happy to leave that there now for this week.
Yeah.
So, you can follow us at...
You can follow us on our usual places, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can email us, or you can message us individually. Either on your page, Nathan Goth, or you can visit my page, which is Matt Burns TV. You can either way, you can message us directly ourselves, or if you want to chat to us on Xbox Live or anything, you're more than welcome to. Your gaming tag
is Insane Killer,
and mine is basically dead easy to remember, Matt Burns, and that's with a space as well.
So other than that though, folks, stay safe. Watch our usual partner links. So you've got the UKWA.
UKWA. We've also got
Botchamania.
Team 4-Star, who've just recently released a trailer, if I'm not mistaken, for one of your favourite series. I always give a shout out to the New Breed, which I do recommend. If anybody wants to look them up, we do recommend you. Well, I personally recommend you check them out.
And then after, you've got changes.
You've got changes for healthy minds and everything.
But other than that, folks,
I'm gonna basically stay well, stay safe, and we'll catch you either at the next interview, next review, or the next broadcast. Till then, catch you later.